Hey everyone, I'm Brian Hyrek, the VoIP expert here at VoIP Supply. And today we have an awesome guest for you. We have Mike White, the VP of Open Source at Sangoma. And Mike, why don't you introduce yourself? Tell us a little bit about Mike White.
Sure thing. Well, I'm the Vice President of Open Source here at Sangoma. I joined the Sangoma team last year on March 1st by way of acquisition. My company, E4 Technologies, as some of you may know, was a CPaaS and SIP trunking provider, as well as the largest and only voice hardware distributor focused specifically on open source technology. And that company was E4 Technologies. Currently, I head up the open source sales team here at Sangoma. Since I've been here, we've worked diligently to, fix some of the processes that were in place, and most importantly, create better products to help our reseller group, both in existing and new.
It's awesome. So here at VoIP Supply too, of course, having a focus on open source and being a part of Sangoma and heavily involved and invested in FreePBX. I guess what's the open source community mean to you, or what's really your direct involvement with open source and FreePBX?
Sure. So, as a community member, probably one of the most important and great things about FreePBX for me, and I'm sure a lot of our partners, is it really gave us an avenue to offer a very flexible and open platform to our customers. And much like many of our reseller partners, we specifically built a business around that technology. I've been working in and around FreePBX ultimately since the beginning, and it's been a real pleasure to get to work with some genius folks like Lauren and folks like Robert Keller in support, or any of the people that really are the sort of the meat and potatoes of the FreePBX project from the Sangoma side. So exciting piece was that I got to build a business around it. Exciting moving into the future is that I get to be an even bigger part of it as a member of the Sangoma team.
Absolutely. And you guys certainly help build a lot of businesses for others along the way by educating them and enabling to be able to sell those open source products. And I'm sure you've made a lot of great relationships with that along the way as well. Is there any specific modules or upcoming updates that are near and dear to your heart, or something that you think is cool that you would like to mention?
Absolutely. If you're not aware, we recently, just a couple months ago, came out with our new Sangoma Connect module. This really has had the opportunity to bring PBXact and FreePBX a little bit more close into the true UC space. The fact that it's tightly integrated and easy to deploy and super secure makes it a real big product for our customers, especially in the time of COVID. We've also put a lot of effort in really trying to unify some of the product sets here at Sangoma. A couple quick examples there. Obviously we have our hugely successful and very popular S-Series telephone line. But as we merged with Digium, we were able to bring in their product set as well. And Lauren and the FreePBX team has been working very diligently to create Sangoma D phones really as a first-class citizen in the FreePBX infrastructure. We moved away from our previous DPMA module for FreePBX and brought that directly into Endpoint Manager, where it should have been in the first place. And now the team is working very hard to take some of the true value of DPMA with Asterisk and bring that directly into FreePBX. So you're going to see a lot of exciting new features related to DPMA, our phone lines, and Endpoint Manager in general. While I'm on the topic of Endpoint Manager, I really feel that it's part of what I do here at Sangoma to first and foremost grow FreePBX's user base. So we're constantly talking to people and thanking them for using the product. And as we move forward, we want both sides of the house to be more tightly integrated. EPM has been a great product for us on open source. We understand that not everyone is willing to use our phones all the time. It's really our effort to make the best phone available for FreePBX, Asterisk, or any of our product stack. However, we know that a lot of our partners have longstanding relationships with customers like Yaling, and we've recently expanded the EPM certification program to include their new models. And you'll see new phones from other manufacturers coming into the platform very shortly as well. So just a quick update there. All the new Yealing phones, as well as any of their sidecar expansion module stuff is now officially certified with FreePBX, and we've added all those new models in.
Wow, that's huge. Sounds like it's being a little more inclusive now since you've stepped in as well.
I think so. One of the things that, while I don't claim responsibility for any of this, like I said, I have, really smart people like Lauren and Robert and folks on the dev team that really carry some of the responsibilities of making it better. I'm fortunate that they listen to a lot of my opinions and see some value in what my team brings to the table. But yeah, I've always seen FreePBX really as a platform. And one of the things that we'd really like to expand upon in the future is third-party integration. In the past, Sangoma's focus has always been to, to build it ourselves and to try to build a better product. But,
right.
The reality is, if you look at a lot of things out there, other quote-unquote platforms, I think we'd be missing the innovation boat if we assume that we can make everything better than everyone else. So we're having more and more conversations with, other open source projects, other, CRM platforms, other phone manufacturers to really make it a little bit more open so that we can do what I mentioned was my ultimate goal, which is to grow FreePBX.
Which is awesome because, a lot of our customers and integrators are really cool as well, and they're doing a lot of their own custom scripting. So it really shows the breadth and I guess the different ways that different customers like to use FreePBX and all the different options and all the other third-party applications that you can potentially custom script that now FreePBX is trying to make that bridge a little more attainable, I guess you would say.
Absolutely.
So, Mike, product-wise, what's been coming out? What have you been seeing, and what do you think's really cool? What are some of the new flagship Sangoma products?
We talked a little bit about Connect. Over the past year, it's been a real mission for those modules that we do make to either improve them or find new ones that we can bring in. We recently announced our replacement for our previous high availability module, which is now called Advanced Recovery. This serves as an extension upon the existing warm spare module and provide some additional automations as it relates to restoring a PBX in sort of real time if there's an issue. And then we've seen a lot of a real sort of enhancements coming out of both the dev group and the internal skunkworks group. I don't know if you're familiar with this piece, but several groups inside Sangoma are have people, or several teams have people that are very smart from a FreePBX perspective. They may not be on the dev team, they may not even be in the support team, they may be in some sort of ancillary role here at Sangoma. But what we did was we took all those sort of FreePBX fanatics, we put our heads together and we tried to come up with some ideas on things that we could contribute, either in an existing commercial module or as open source, and kind of give that back to our partners and community members. A quick example of our first piece of work there was, if you're familiar with Sysadmin Pro, it's one of our biggest selling modules. It currently retails for about $25. Without adding any additional cost, our skunkworks team added a new PCAP utility that allows FreePBX users to provide a PCAP or a Wireshark trace back to support and manage it all inside the GUI. And that's been widely received by the community as a sort of a nice improvement that should have been there all along, and we have that now.
That's awesome.
A couple other neat things, and here's one that just came out of the development community a week ago. Say hi to my wife. Grabbing her phone there. We also, one of the modules that I've always liked but didn't love was QExact on the FreePBX side, and it's the call center module, or a piece of the call center module for PBExact. We recently added scheduled email reporting to that. If you were familiar with that module before, that you had to log in to get any of these reports. Our dev team, listened to what the sales side of the house had to say about that being an essential feature that we needed. And lo and behold, a week and a half later, we had it in Edge. And now that's been
Oh,
pushed out into the general population, and all of our customers and people that have that module can take advantage of it as an update. And any new customers coming in now have scheduled reporting as well.
very cool. Very cool. And absolutely have been hearing the buzz on our end about Sangoma's Connect as well. Seems that that product's really come a long way and really demanded by the community as well.
Sure. So our first release was extremely well received. We did receive some feedback, and wanted to make some changes or additions to the functionality. Our second version, our second release of that product was came out about 3 weeks ago. It supports SRTP and TLS now, and users can use their own certificates to secure that solution as well. And we also integrated SMS messaging via our SipStation service. And just in the very near future, we're going to have SMS and some additional features for our customers on the wholesale side utilizing our VoIP Innovations products. So lots of ads there as well.
Awesome.
Another big area is our Msp Oem Portal. We have customers that utilize their own brand with FreePBX and PBExact. If you're a reseller or partner looking to a reseller partner or an MSP customer looking to leverage your brand with a telephony platform that can be labeled or branded specifically to match your company, we have the ability to provide that service. Feel free to get with Brian or myself on that. But we've expanded it and created an MSP portal that not only allows them to manage their brand, but allows them to manage which modules from the FreePBX open source space or even the commercial module space will be included in their specific distribution, and then streamline some of the processes for managing updates, as well as allowing people to pick and choose which pieces of FreePBX they want to have included in their brand. So getting a lot of interest in that. We marry these two pieces with our VoIP Innovation product with its wholesale brandable billing module. We're really building a platform that is allowing our MSP and reseller customers to really grow within our product stack. And that's been a big win for us over the past year.
Absolutely. It's so cool to see a plug and play, white label play, right? It's really a great offering, and I think that's an offering that the community was looking for as well. And I don't want to take up too much of your time, Mike. We know you're a busy guy. We really appreciate the time that you're sharing with us here at VoIP Supply and with the community. To leave off, is there anything else you want to say to the open source free PBX community?
For sure. I'll try to be quick about it. But first and foremost, my door is open. My team, has a lot of experience with FreePBX. Like I said, we've been working with Asterisk and FreePBX since the beginning. We're always trying to find more feedback from the community. What plagues you, what issues you're having. But like I said, my door is always open. I can be reached at 855-GET-MIKE. I'm a pretty accessible guy. Happy to, take feature requests. Any information from the community that can help us help you is great. And then again, we are in the process. Our product stack helps Sangoma grow. It enables. This is how we afford to keep the devs on our team by selling products and keeping that piece growing. So my door is always open for that group too. If you want to learn about how Sangoma's product stack can be integrated into your MSP, into your interconnect, into your VAR scenario, I can talk to you about how all of our other partners are really getting very successful with Sangoma. And like I said, my door is always open.
Absolutely. Thank you very much, everyone, for tuning in and joining myself, Brian Hyrek at VoIP Supply, alongside with Mike White, VP of Open Source with Sangoma. Mike, thank you so much for your time with us. Take care, everyone.
Have a great day, gents.
We appreciate your time, and be sure to tune in next time to see what VoIP Supply has in store.